Everybody, is Steph from the Hot Move Podcast, and we got NBA Cup action going on. And man, look, I'm not a Sixers fan. I'm a Suns fan. All right, but and I don't want this video to come across as a 76ers hater, because every time y'all see me talk about the Sixers, especially last year and even this offseason when they acquired Paul George, I was very high on the 76ers. Very high when they got rid of James Harden. Very high when they got Paul George. I had a lot of expectations for the Sixers squad, okay? And even though Joel Embiid has been hurt, Paul George has been hurt, now Tyrese Maxey obviously has been hurt, this season is looking like it's going to be dead in the water. And they're going to be drafting high in the top 6. Thank God they're if they do draft in the lottery, it's a protected pick. Because I don't see how this team is going to make the playoffs. Now, the Eastern Conference is fairly weak. All right, because right now the Eastern Conference looks like a 2-team race between the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to have to do a feature piece on them at some point, but the Cleveland Cavaliers haven't lost a game yet. They're 12-0. Okay, and we know what the Boston Celtics stand for. They 9-2. All right, so could they back into the playoffs? Sure, and do what though, right? But I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, man. Look, Embiid, it's his first game back, so I'm not going to be too hard on Embiid. Okay, 13 points, 2-11, horrible first game back. Paul George, he gave you a good Paul George game. And if he had his running mate to give you, Caleb Martin give you 17 points. All right, Lowry, useless. Oubre, not good. All right, and you would think that Embiid could just give you just a little bit more tonight. All right, considering all the resting you've been doing, all the chirping and fighting with reporters and everything like that you will come out tonight and let the world know that I am Joel Embiid. Okay, so is he rusty? Is he still injured? Is he 100%? Who knows? It don't matter at this point. You're on the court. When you're out there, you in my eyes, when he's healthy, he's with the best player in the NBA. All right, and here we are with the Sixers at 2-8 with a lot of expectations, just like the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, and they are not that team as we currently speak. Okay, and it's very disappointing. I had a lot of hopes for the 76ers team, thinking that this could be the year that they could break out. And right now, Nick Nurse's job is going to be on the hot seat, unfortunately. That's the nature of the business. Okay, the 76ers, even without Embiid and Paul George at times, even when they had Maxey, was not looking good. All right, what was Nick Nurse's, what's his bread and butter, right? I mean, I still don't know. I thought it was a good hire, and seeing what he can do with less, usually a good mark of a coach is what can he do when he don't have his star players, right? And it don't seem like he can do much. Okay, this team is bad. On paper, this team look good. And I know it's early in the season, but I mean, look, your record is who you are at this point. Okay, the Knicks are still trying to figure things out, and they dominated this game for the most part. I know the Sixers cut it close and everything, but this is not looking good. This is not looking good for the New York Knicks. This season is basically gonna be up in smoke. And I heard Perk today talking, and he made listen. I don't quote Perk too much. I don't reference Perk too much, but he made one good point about the 76ers. He's like, look, man, Embiid already missed 9 games. All right, and the talk of back-to-back, playing back-to-backs, and Embiid say he don't want to play back-to-backs, that has to stop. Basically, he's like, yo, look, this is your season on the line. Back-to-backs, you don't have the luxury now at this point, considering how this team started, of not doing back-to-backs. You don't have a choice anymore, and I agree with that. All right, test those knees out, test that leg out. Test some legs out. You're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to dig your team out of this hole. Okay, and this is gonna be on the back of Joel Embiid. All right, if he's an MVP, he's gonna have to play like an MVP and not miss games. If he gets injured, so be it. Nick Nurse needs to coach for his job. All right, Paul George is looking like he made a horrible mistake coming to the 76ers in terms of potentially winning, but he's trying to get his money. He really didn't want to go to Philly. Okay, but Philly was the next best spot. He's a West Coast dude, and this is what he has to do. Paul George is gonna have to carry this team. Embiid is gonna have to play some games. Maxey is not there. He's the third piece. Okay, Embiid, the back-to-back talks is done. If he's still not playing, if he's not gonna be playing back-to-backs, and Maxey's gonna be out for some considerable time. This team ain't making the playoffs. Not like this. Oh hell no, they're done. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.